Hey guys, I'm so glad that you are with me today. If this is the first time on my channel for you, I'm Tish, and this is Tish Loves Home in her 50s. There's a big difference from Tish in her 50s from Tish all the years before, believe me. So I have an unexpected little time at home this morning, and I have just found lately, y'all, that when I get home from a job in the afternoons, I'm done. I mean, I am just so done. Like, I have no motivation to do anything around here. I do try to take Hampton for a walk most nights and, maybe do something for supper. But if I'm not here in the morning, I just don't get anything done much at home anymore. So, having said that, I do have a few hours today before I have to go for a dental appointment. So we are through with school in our area. School is out around here. Excuse me. And when school gets out, it's summer for us. So this year, this season, I'm not going to be doing anything here for Memorial Day or 4th of July. We've got some things that we're going to be doing during those time periods. So I decided that I am just going to put up some little summer decor. And I know a lot of people mix in some patriotic stuff with that, and I think that's so cute. I'm not in the mood right now for a lot of red. I did a lot of red this year at Christmas and Valentine's. Excuse me. And I'm just not really in the mood for a lot of red right now. So I'm just going to put up, y'all, I am so sorry. I have got a frog in my throat. It does not want to go away this morning. I am just going to put up some of my summer stuff, and I'm going to leave it up for the next several months, probably through at least 4th of July on into the end of July. And then I will transition into a little back to school stuff. This will be my last year with Caroline at home in school for her senior year. So next year I may not be doing, I know I won't be doing that. So I'm going to do that, and then I will transition into my football season stuff. So today we are going to be piddling around the house, getting up a little bit of my summer stuff. I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I have. It's not a whole lot, probably won't even use it all because I'm really trying to scale back with all of that. But anyway, I've enjoyed this spring stuff. I've really used my hydrangeas a lot this spring, loved them, but I'm ready for a little change. So let me show you some things that I have. Okay, so I'm going to go through and just share with you a few things that I'm going to be using. So this plate I got at a thrift store this summer. I'm going to put it on my little plate rack in the kitchen. I'm excited to do that because that's one of my favorite things lately. And I have not done any changes in there in several months. So I'm excited to put this on there. And it was like $1.99 at the thrift store. We've got a couple of summer blankets, and I'm going to toss some of those in here. I may even let Caroline take one upstairs. I'm going to wash them, of course, before I do that. And then I have my little summer dish towels. I enjoy this kind of thing so much seasonally because it's just a simple thing. It just kind of can give you a little bit of a seasonal touch without, having to redo everything. So I have some that to me, they just look summery, not patriotic. I do have some of those too, but I'm not pulling those out this year. But I'm going to wash those. I like to put some of these in my guest bathroom. I've got this little thing I will probably put on my shelves in here, or maybe even on my coffee table. I used to have it in my bedroom, and it came from, I think, Michael's, probably when it was on sale at the end of the season. Some more little dish towels. These I usually put as hand towels in the bathroom also. And then I think I had this one maybe in the kitchen. Not real sure, but I think so. Got two of those, either in the kitchen or in our bathroom. I'm not sure. Don't know if I'll be using the little watermelon tin, but these are some of my favorites. If you've been watching, you know how much I love my little summer kids. These came from a thrift store several years ago, and I could just kick myself because They had a couple of big ones and they were so cheap and I didn't buy them. I wish I had of, because I absolutely love these, and I usually put these in my dining room, just kind of mix them in with the candles because they're just sweet and soft and they go well with those colors. So I know these are going to be definitely used. They're so cute. I just love them. I know I've looked these up on eBay. They're not terribly expensive, but I think I paid maybe $1 for each one, so they're much more than that. And I don't even know who the designer is. Y'all might know, but I love my little summer kids. This just has some little buckets to be determined, and then I've had these little things. Gosh, I got those at the Dollar General several years ago. I don't know what's really changed so much for me in the past couple years, but I don't buy a lot of stuff in there anymore, like decorative stuff. I went through a phase where I bought stuff in there like all the time. And I'm just not even really that interested in it now. Like I might every once in a while. They have some cute stuff, but I think it's just, again, I'm trying to get rid of things, so I don't want to bring too much in. So I really haven't been buying a lot of stuff in there unless it's something specific that I'm looking for. And these came from there too, and I do like using these because they just add a little bit of color. And then I think this came from, I want to say that was a Michaels thing, I'm not sure, but I've had it for a long time. These were Thrift Store Finds, and I think I spray painted them. You put candles in them. I'll probably put those somewhere, either on my patio or even coming into the back door. I have 2 of those. And then I just have this little watermelon Hello Summer. Not sure if I'm going to use that this year. And then I have the little lemon Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, which I really love this, but I'm thinking this might be cute at the shop that Caroline works in. I think it's going to kind of fit the vibe they're doing now. So I think I'm going to take that to her because I haven't really used it in a while. I think it might be cute in their store. So that's it for in here. I think this just goes with some of those towels. Let's grab another bin. So this came from Walmart several summers ago. They used to have, I feel like they had more things like this at one time, but there was another one that we got for a client that it was really colorful. And I cannot remember what it said. I don't know if it was a welcome or said something, but this one I love on my mantle. And even if when I do add patriotic, you know, this just goes right with that too. So this is one of my favorites. Like I said, it came from Walmart, but it's been several years ago. And then in here, this is tearing, so I'm gonna go ahead and just tear it on up. I have just a few more pillows, a little seashell one. And then I've got, this was a blanket I think I bought 2 summers ago at the beach. It's Vera Bradley is one of their summer prints. I like to use that one in here. It's gonna get a wash. And then this one I think came from Target a couple years ago, and that's gonna get a wash. So that's it in there. So I guess you could say I have 1.5 bins for summer stuff, not counting my blankets. I probably won't use it all, and I don't even remember exactly what's in this one. These do light up. I don't know if the battery's still working. It's not. But this was a Dollar General years ago too. But I still think this is fun for summer. You know, it's just a fun little touch. Another dish towel. Here's the little flamingo one like that. Batteries are dead, but I usually put that in the guest bath, or I might even put it somewhere in the kitchen or on my shelves. These were some placemats that were in my mom's cabinet that I got from my dad. She had gotten them at a thrift store, $4.50 for the placemats, and she's got napkins to go with them, but I don't think she ever had a chance to use it. Hurts my heart a little bit when I think about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them because there are 5 and I need 6 for both of my tables, unless I put them on the island. But I could lay them out, you know, like a runner on the island. I just don't know yet. But I'm going to pull those out. And then these were the napkins, and they had, ooh, it makes me so sad, y'all. Has these little napkin rings, shells that went with them. I'll do something with them. Even if it's not this summer, they will have a time. Got my little shell. This came from a thrift store. I'll probably just put it on a shelf. Maybe the one in the kitchen. This is just a little fruit banner. Don't know if I'll be using that or not. Another little towel. I think this one probably came from Target's bullseye section. Not recently. Another little pillow. I think that's super cute. I think I don't know if I tied this on a wreath maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. A little shell. Probably put that on my shelves in the kitchen. Kind of getting some ideas for that because I've got some kind of earthy tones. I've always thought this was a fun little summer sign. I don't know, I've had it forever. Don't even remember exactly where it came from. I'm thinking Ross, but I like these fun, bright colors in the summer. This, I think I've been putting this maybe outside as you come in the back door. I don't really love summer though. This is a lie. I used to, and I like the idea of summer, but I don't like to be hot. And you know, I'm in my 50s, and so I stay hot all the time, and I don't like the humidity. And you're probably thinking, well, why are you wearing what you've got on? Well, I do this a lot. This is very thin. I like for my house to stay in the 60s, and I can have a little sleeve and shorts, and I'm comfortable. This will come off. I'm telling you, it's gonna come off. But I don't really love summer. I like the idea, but it's not my favorite. This is one of Caroline's little pictures that I just had in this hot pink frame. Probably will just leave that one up. I didn't use this last year. Probably won't use it this year. I don't really know even why I kept it, but we'll see. This was just one of Caroline's things she used to use upstairs. It's just tuck it somewhere on a shelf. And I have like these in pink and green, and I always use these. Another little small sign. This I usually hang inside one of my wreaths. It's just fun. It was Target thing years ago too, $3, and it's still one of my favorite things. I don't remember what's in here. I'm just telling you. Oh, okay. This was our beach trip from last year, and we will take one this year, I'm sure, and I will replace that one. I love this too. This is one of my favorite things. This is the elementary school teacher in me, I have no doubt. I love my little kiddos under the umbrella. That's the cutest thing to me. And this was a thrift store. Had it forever. Still one of my favorite things. Got my little popsicles. Little watermelon. This is actually a garland. I think this was a Walmart too. I used these on the mantle last year. We'll see about that. Haven't even looked at my pictures from last year, and I don't think I'm going to, because I just kind of want to see what I feel like doing this year. These I always hang on my shelves in the kitchen, and this is one of my favorite things. They make me happy. Again, it's that teacher thing in me. Got another one of my little flamingos. These have kind of gotten a little squishy, so we'll see. Another little flamingo. Just kind of spread it out so I can see what I've got to work with. I love this. Very pretty on the shelves too. It's just a soft nod to summer without being so in your face. Okay, some of my favorites, I forgot about these. I love the sandcastle. I think I'm gonna use that on my island. I think that's what I did last year. Love it. And then I have this little one. Here's another one of my sandcastles. All of these came from thrift stores. I love it. And I love it too because it is soft. It's not a lot to it. And then I've got a couple more of these. So I think I have 2 of the pineapple and 2 of the flamingo. 1 more dish towel. I did keep a few of these little signs. I don't have as many of those as I used to, but that was Dollar General. And then I think this is just the rest of those. Yeah. So I have 2 green and 2 pink. All right, so I think that's everything that I have. Let's go ahead and get a load of these towels and stuff going, and then we'll kind of start playing and figure out what we want to do. So a lot of times when I'm decorating, I just try to start off with an area that I kind of know what I'm going to put there. And I already kind of had an idea about what was going on the mantle. I did not look at my pictures last year on purpose, but this was similar to what I had done last year for sure. But I've really enjoyed having my candles up there and the hydrangeas, and I did end up moving them kind of back over to my entryway table so I can still see those too. But I kind of had an idea of what was going to go here, so I knew that if I started in this section that I could get this done pretty quickly. So that's why I started there. And then once I got the mantle done, I just decided, let me go ahead and stay in here. And I worked in the den for a little bit, but I'm really bad. And if you've been on my channel, you know about hopping from space to space to space. And so I don't film myself decorating a lot because that's what I do. And now it would take me twice as long if I did that. So you get a little bit of it, but it's a process for me for sure. Okay, here is the mantle. Very manageable this time. I didn't feel overwhelmed, which is exactly how I wanted to feel. So I did it similar to what I've done before, but I put the fish here. I think before I kind of had them up there, but I think that looks good with the summer sign and just enough. And then I have my candles in the back with the blue, and I went ahead and changed what I had my mirror at the top. This one looks more like summer to me. So that is the mantle. And I took out the green and white little gingham pillows and just left the blue so I could throw in my others. And then I have one of my little blankets. That's pretty much all I put in here, but I feel like that's enough. It'll be an easy transition for me when I move into my back to school stuff. Here's my little sandcastle on the coffee table, which I love. That candle's probably never gonna stay in there, stay straight, but cute for now. So the shelves are always one of my favorite little things to do, and I went ahead and just used some of my bright colored things in here. The little garland, and then I just have a few of the other little fruit pieces around. The pineapple up there. I still need to change the battery so I can turn those on some. That's it up there. It's just fun and happy. Then, of course, my plate rack, which has been so much fun for me to change each season. I just took everything off pretty much so I could start fresh, and I decided to put this there at the top. I thought that was really cute, and I had a few pieces left of the garland that I usually tuck somewhere. And then this is my thrift store plate from recent. I went ahead and just kept some blue here so I could pull out some of the blue there. Another little popsicle. And then I have my flamingo at the bottom with my little seashell. I still feel like I want to do a little something down there. Haven't quite decided what yet, because you don't really see the white so much. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this, and then I'll just kind of play with it along and decide what I need to do differently. I really thought this turned out cute. I just turned this runner over. It is reversible because I really thought that would be good for summer. And then I put one of my sandcastles in here, the little sign, and kept a few things I had, and one of my little kids on the beach, which I love. And I decided this year to use those in here because I see them more. I don't really see them that much when I put them in the dining room. So very, very happy with that. I think it's so cute. And then I did get to go ahead and use my mom's little placemats and napkins. I'm really happy that I found a place to use these. They only had 5, so I decided that it would look okay if I just did one along the bench and had the other 2 over there. And I think it does. I think it's fine. You know, I really wanted to use them. And I only had 4 of the napkins, so I ended up cutting one in half so I could get an extra, but that's okay. I think it worked out fine. So just my regular plates. These are some little thrift store plates I've had for a while, and then I just put my little napkin through it. I only had 4 of the napkin rings, so I decided just to do one of these on each end, more like decorative. And then I put a couple in this little basket with my flower, and then I have some of my little beach kids along the sides. So I'm really enjoying them in here because I see them a lot more than I did before. But I think that turned out really cute, and I was just thrilled to be able to find a place to use them this year. It's really cloudy and rainy today, so I hope it'll film well. We haven't had a lot of rain, and now it looks like the rain is heading our way for a while. And then in the corner, I just put my little seashell and one of my little pink flower pieces just to have a little bit of color over there. And then over here, I decided to keep my little shelf, and I put my little seashell, probably a candle holder, I don't know. I already had that. I thought that looked good with it. And then my little boy and girl, because this is a place where I will see that a lot. So very simple, and you know, that's really the direction I've been headed. It didn't take me nearly as long to do it this time, and I'm going to enjoy it more. And I just decided really not to do a lot in here. I did put this pillow. I've enjoyed having this little bench here because we see it as we come through the door. So this has been a great place just to have a little seasonal pillow. Easy for me to remember, easy to get to, and I see it. And I pretty much just left everything in here. I did add that between my candles, but we're not going to be in here a whole lot in the next little bit. So I didn't really think it was necessary to really do a whole lot in here. This is the piece that I got at the thrift store the other day, and I think it is so pretty on my little buffet. It's a candle holder, so I know I'm going to enjoy using that for different things that I host. I have my little summer sign down here and just folded up a few of the little towels. So just kept it real simple. And then I have my little hand towels down here with the little flamingo and the flower. It's fun in this bathroom because these colors are kind of already in here. And then I put one of the others as my hand towel. And that's it. Just kept it really simple, just enough. And out here in the garage door, I just did one of my wreaths that I keep up all the time. Changed it to a yellow bow and put my little summer thing in it. And then I've got these down here, and I think I'm going to do either some more of this yellow ribbon, maybe tie a bow on it and put a candle in there to add a little bit of color to those. Just haven't got around to that yet. And then I just added my fun little summery looking rug out here, and yeah, that's it. Just a little something simple. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was fun, maybe a little bit different from what you're used to doing this time of the year. And like I said, I do have a lot of patriotic stuff, a lot, probably more than I need. But I just decided that I wanted to do something a little bit different. I usually put this up in May, take it down kind of early in June, but I don't get to enjoy it as all, for as long. So I decided this summer I'm going to enjoy it a little bit longer. I hope that you think it's fun and it is easy and just kind of puts you in the spirit of summer. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me on the next one.